Hey everyone, how's it going? Octopus here and welcome back to Union Cross. So, Anime North is over. I got more time to make these videos again. I'm going to be going over everything. A new video coming out for 7-star medals. Talking about another video on PvP because this update is introducing something that is finally here that's a better strategy for free-to-play players. So, I'm going to go into all this and talk about it. Hopefully get you guys some ideas and also give you guys some warnings of stuff that is coming up. First off is the VIP is just the VIP, guys. It's pretty straightforward. Nothing interesting. Captain Goofy's shield doesn't even have a good skill on it, or sorry, perk. It's just rare enemy perk +2. You get Master Xehanort. This is the last one of the 7. A really good chance to get your 2 reverse defense down if you guys don't have a medal that does that. And of course, 4,400 jewels in total. Besides that, magic brooms, gems, and magic mirrors. So VIP out the door. That's all right. This is pretty cool. Union Cross, if you guys didn't know this last week, this week, besides the awesome cape for your charity, this week and last week have been exactly 2 magic mirror broom sets. So not just one magic mirror, magic broom. I probably said that funny. Magic broom per 1 week or 2 weeks. The last week was 1 week and they gave us 2 magic brooms. Again, this Union Cross is for 1 week, and they're giving us another 2 magic brooms. There's magic broom set 1 and 2, so that is pretty good. If they keep doing that for the entire month, we're getting a total of 8 magic brooms if it's weekly Union Cross, and there is 2 in each. So 8 magic brooms means everyone's getting a magic Mickey and broom for the month, and 3 extra brooms for the next one. So that is really, really good to see, and everything else is pretty straightforward. We have bonus times, Union Cross the same way. Make sure you guys do Union Cross. Lots of good stuff there, jewels, and now 2 magic brooms. So Union Cross, hopefully that's a sign that that's how they're going to keep it from now on, because that's great. The draw 3 times a day, forget about this, guys. Forget about it. You don't really need to carry or Shion if you got the stained glass medals, especially for PvP. What I've noticed, stained glass medals are just dominating because you don't need to last multiple turns with the same keyblade, so you don't need to restore your SP. All you need is buffs and damage, and that's what the stained glass medals do. Like I said before, if you want to dominate in PvP, make sure you grab those stained glass medals. But if you don't have Kyrie or Shion, there's going to be other ways to get it, and there's also going to be other buffers coming out. But not only that, if you guys are getting those bronze tickets, I'm going to show you guys also how to get ×6 upright buffers, ×6 reverse buffers with ×6 strength on them, so you guys can make free-to-play buffers that are not Kyrie or Shion, but they are missing, of course, attribute buffs and all that. So pretty much just stay away from this poll. You don't need it. Better banners are coming, especially Organization, Toy Story, collab coming out as well, and anything else they have planned. This banner is not needed anymore. Let's jump into the next thing since that's there, and this is the final thing, which is the biggest thing about this whole video, is that Skills to Thrills is here. And usually Skills to Thrills are bad, and I'm going to give you a little recap why. Skills to Thrills are basically them throwing out their old skills, making you waste your jewels on it before they come out with avatar boards that have the better skills in them. So the next avatar boards we get, we might be seeing Defense Boost 4 max. We might be seeing Attack Boost 6 max with SP Gauge 2, so on and so on. But because of PvP now and how long it takes for them to release avatar boards, especially since Anniversary, we didn't get an Anniversary avatar board realistically that says 2nd Anniversary or anything like that. They've been kind of stingy with avatar boards recently. So Skills to Thrill is looking pretty good right now, especially because of PvP. Now, the straightforward ones you guys can skip out on is Attack Boost 6. Again, that is just a little teaser. It's not completely useless, especially how much skill perk we have these days, but you always want to have Attack Boost max. So it's preferred to just get Attack Boost 5 max SP Gauge 2 over that Attack Boost 6, or if you're comfortable, just wait until the avatar boards come out with the new 6 max with SP Gauge. So the only 2 things you guys can skip out on here without any question is Attack Boost 6 and Attack Boost 5 and Lux Plus. Those 2 completely out the door. Now let's start from number 2 up there, Defense Boost 4. Now in PvP, in every quest, Defense Boost 4 is actually quite powerful. We currently have Defense Boost 5 coming out in Coliseum. So if you can make top 10,000 Coliseum, go get yourself a free defense boost from there. But more defense boost means better chances at high score challenges, different setups you have to make, and especially because we have PvP in the system now, that's another thing you might need some defense boost 4s to change some systems up. But defense boost 5 is coming. This is the end of the month. We will be seeing them in avatar boards and future Skills to Thrill. It's going to be pretty big gaps. So Defense Boost 4 is really good because PvP as well, if you have enough skill perk, it seems like Defense Boost 4 triggers so much. It's not as good as Defense Boost 3 Max, especially when it comes to medals that hit multiple times. That's when it's really hard for this Defense Boost 4 to do better than Defense Boost 3 Max. But when it comes to PvP, if you have nothing else, that is a good choice to compete with everyone that has a Defense Boost 3 Max until you get your own Defense Boost Max skill. But that is just wasting jewels on just a temporary fix. Even though Defense Boost 4 can trigger quite often in PvP, it's still a temporary fix, especially if they come out with Defense Boost 4 Max. And that's why I say Skills to Thrills are a warning sign that avatar boards are coming with better, but it might not happen. They can only put so many skills in avatar boards. So Defense Boost 4 can help you guys if you want to compete in PvP or just any other quest out there to help you defend against a lot strong attacks, because some quests recently we didn't have enough power to 3-turn them and we needed defense boost. So that's a thing, but now with 7-star medals we'll talk about that. Maybe defense boost won't be needed for a long time. So next thing is Attack Boost 5 Max and SP Gauge 2, which again, Attack Boost 5 Max, even though Attack Boost 6 Max is in the game, is still a really good skill. You can't go wrong. You guys can stock up on that up to like 2, maybe maximum 3 if you guys want to feel comfortable. That's going to cost you 4,500 jewels, I believe, because I think they're only doing this for 3 days, the 28th to the 31st. So they're doing 3 days, and I think you can only pull once per day, right? And you'll be able to pull from one each deal as many times as you like. That is scary. That is scary. That is even more of like, hey, here's our old skills, buy them before we release our new skills in avatar boards more often. Now's your chance to stock up on these powerful skills. Maybe, again, they're baiting it else, or maybe they're just giving everyone a chance to get skills for PvP and everything else. Maybe they're just trying to make the even ground on everyone. They're not limiting people to how much they can buy. But again, let me just stay here since it's here. The Defense Boost 4 is a good idea. Attack Boost 5 Max, SP Gauge 2, you can't go wrong. But if you did buy the 2 avatar boards that are currently in the game, you do have an Attack Boost 6 Max in there, and you should be getting that instead. Because right here, guys, Attack Boost 6 Max SP Gauge 2 is a lot better, and you'd rather put that there because you're also getting Attack Boost 5 Max Lux Plus, which you can put on any medal you want, even if you're not raiding. So that, and you also got Defense Boost 4. So if you have not purchased Captain Goofy male and female avatar boards, I highly recommend you guys do that first. That is the first thing I should have said, but hopefully you're still watching the video. So besides that, if you do want to stock up on a little bit more, or you still need more Attack Boost Max, this can hold you over, but another avatar board might be coming soon. It just depends how much you really need. It all depends on the player. So the last thing is Triple Threat 2. Now, if you guys have been paying attention, in PvE, we really didn't need this skill. There's some players that this worked out really good for. This worked out good for challenges like the Phil's Cup, where you can only use tier 3 medals, or the tier 3 medal challenges. This really helped players that didn't have enough tier 3s or power to pass. This helped them have extra turns besides second chance and HP recovery. You put the enemy to sleep, you paralyze the enemy, and you'll poison the enemy. Now, they're not guaranteed to go off all at the same time. One might go off, 2 might go off, or all 3 of them might go off, or none of them might not go off. So it's very RNG based, but Triple Threat 2, when you fully max it out, is a 55% chance of proccing. On top of that 35 skill perk, it is pretty often that you'll see these skills going off. So if you do put your skill perk nice and high at 35, there's a really good chance you'll constantly see this going off. So Triple Threat 2 is not really a PvE thing. It's only for certain situations, like I talked about tier 3 challenges, or challenges you don't have strong enough and you can actually paralyze. Because I believe Triple Threat 2, let me double check it, it allows you to do enemies from level 1999 and below. If the enemy's level 2000 or higher, you can't use Triple Threat on them. So that's why it's not really great for PvE. You can only go so far in Coliseum with it, etc, etc. But when we're talking about PvP, guys, there's a strategy that I've been itching to try, but I didn't want to try it with any like just normal sleep, poison, or just paralysis, the ones you have to tap with. And I didn't own any of the paralysis, poison, or sleep plus skills, even though we got quite a bit of them. There was like poison plus 2, and the same thing for sleep and paralysis. But triple threat has all 3 of them and has the same proc rate. Now, in PvP, there's 2 strategies. Besides the meta of defense boost max and having the best medals, the strategies are you either go with brute force and have defense boost 3 max on your back, or you go in with defense boost and triple threat, or any kind of paralysis status effects or anything like that. But what you guys want to do is bring in triple threats. You want to be able to activate a poison or sleep or paralysis on the first turn, and then triple threat and triple threat on your keyblades. This way your opponent can skip their buffers. If your opponent skips their buffers, even if you don't have defense boost on your keyblade setup, if they skip their buffers, you're going to win that round. So if you don't have defense boost maxes, if you don't want to buy defense boost 4, you guys can make it in top 5,000 or higher with triple threat too. So I think I'm going to grab a couple of these on my main account and my free to play account, up to 3 at least, 1 for each keyblade, just to make sure that I'm constantly doing something. Now, there's going to be a change in PvP, guys. This is free to play way of actually competing in PvP. On my free to play account, I'm going to go with the strategy that my first keyblade is going to have its power, but it's going to have triple threat on it with an extra attack medal. Now, the extra attack medal doesn't have to be a buffer. The extra attack medal could be a pence that you got extra attack on. Just throw triple threat 2 on him and then put him in PvP on your setup, and if paralysis or sleep procs on one of your rounds, you're golden. The pet Asuna only activates once. So on the first round, if you can just make that activate off a normal poison, paralysis, or a sleep by tapping them or using the plus skills or using triple threat, on the second round, you can put your opponent to sleep, you can paralyze them, you can poison them. Poison not really necessary, it could be in small situations, but from that point on, guys, you will win. That is the thing. If they skip their buffers, you will win. Unless they're using the same strategy and it screws you over. It's like a back and forth. It depends how you set up your keyblade. But triple threat is the free-to-play way to compete in this PvP currently. But in next month PvP, whales and free-to-play and people who have everything and people who don't have everything, there's going to be a mix in the strategy, guys. And I'm really happy they brought out triple threat this early, especially in PvP, because this is going to change. Again, I'm going to be making my second PvP video revolving around this strategy, because triple threat or just status effects in general is going to be amazing. And it might not make sense at first, but trust me, you will rank up with this. You just got to know what the setup is and what order and when to do it and when not to do it, especially if you're defending. When you're defending, this can also save you guys a lot. So it depends how you set up your keyblades. You can be a really good defender once you get your position and you want to keep it. You can switch to this, or if you want to push, you switch your keyblades with the triple threat or other status effects to push even farther. This is going to change PvP, which we talked about before PvP even came out. We were talking about status effects and how they were going to work out. So this is great to see. I know that I kind of just threw everything out there. It's just out of my head. So hopefully it's not too complicated. Just know that you guys should be grabbing a couple triple threats. It might come out on future avatar boards. They might come out triple threat 3. But if you guys want to compete in PvP, this is a meta. This is definitely a strategy. Obviously, the main meta is defense boost 3 max and having the best medals. But this is another way to even increase that power. And for anyone who's not aware of it, just to make you give a little bit of edge for free-to-play players or players that don't have defense boost 3 max. So that is pretty much with this update. The increased storage is still here. I think I'm going to buy a couple more, but just to touch up on this, you guys don't need that much if you're not going to stock up on experience medals. Now that we have an experience medal quest pretty much all the time, and it's really easy to get experience medals and evolve medals, you don't need to hold as many. You just need to hold enough that when you do get like a new 3 or 4 new medals, you have enough to upgrade them, because now we have evolve medals and we have these quests that have all the medals in one quest. So my free-to-play account is going to get a big cleanup very soon. So you don't need to increase your storage that much, just somewhere safely Think about it. Every time you pull, how many medals are really in the game? In my main account, I've been here for over 700 days, and I am close to the max cap. 772 days. I am close to the max cap, but you can see there's plenty of medals I can fuse together. And when you look at my experience medals, I got a ton of experience medals that I just don't need. So this is not necessary anymore now that they have those VIP quests that are not VIP. So it's really good to see, and that means you don't need as much storage. So realistically, I can sell half of these of everything and I'm fine. I can actually really just survive on HDLs. But once 7 stars become more common and they start giving you golden tickets, silver tickets, and bronze tickets in quest and in VIP and in events, when they become like making brooms, they're pretty much everywhere now. Once that happens, you need a lot of HDLs or just the planes to level up one 7-star to 120. I think it was like 70 plus planes for one medal, or 25 or 35 of the HDLs. So you might think you have a lot of experience medals right now, but you don't. Especially if you're going to make a lot of 7 stars. Right now it's not important, but remember, it's half price for the storage increase. So increases somewhere comfortably. Very, very comfortably, guys. Just my 2 cents. That is pretty much everything. Hopefully I didn't confuse you guys too much. A small recap. Triple threat, amazing. Attack boost max, amazing. Defense boost force, questionable, depending on what you want to do. But triple threat is definitely everyone should be getting if you want to compete in PvP. Trust me on this. If you guys want to leave anything, if I screwed up anything, leave it down in the comment section. If you did like the video, don't forget to hit the like button. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Keep on smiling, and I'll see you in the next one.